Alright, good morning everybody. How you all doing today? So today we're going to talk about Toy Soldiers War Chest. And sadly, there will never be any gameplay of this game. I wish I did some gameplay footage earlier, but the game used to be so buggy you could not play it. And then after 2015, if we go to the community hub and go to the news, you can see that Ubisoft and Signal Studio released an update fixing the bugs for the Xbox One and PC. I don't know if they also fixed the bugs in the PlayStation version, but yeah. This game's been officially delisted as of 2017 for Steam and 2020 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but you can still buy this game. That's the crazy thing. This is, right now, you see Walmart.com. I could buy it online for $16.82 for the Xbox One version and $26.87 for the PS4 version of the game. However, we'll get back to that later. From what I've understood and looked up, the Signal Studio website no longer exists. I tried clicking on it, nothing happened. I tried to email them. As you can see here, I'm a long-time Toy Soldiers fan. Is curious why the Steam version of the game was delisted and now unplayable, despite having an offline single-player mode. So when I go to try to launch the game, it will bring up my Ubisoft launcher, which I'm logged into, my old account and everything. Yet, when I try to hit the play button, it just spins and spins and spins, and you cannot play it whatsoever. I am going to try to reach out to Ubisoft and see what they say. Hopefully I get a response. From what I've read, they're basically telling people to go fuck themselves and not respond. Hopefully I could get a response. Who knows? But this is kind of annoying for the point of I paid for the War Chest version, which had all the DLCs added to it. And, you know, the fancier version is always more expensive than the base version. So I paid a pretty penny for this, and now I can't even play the game anymore. Even in an offline mode on single-player campaign, I cannot play the game. It is unplayable. It's just a little marker sitting in my game library saying, hey, remember me? Yeah, we had some good memories, but you can't touch me now. And when I emailed them at their official email that's on their Facebook page for Signal Studios, this was the response I got back. The message was blocked, recipient address rejected, access denied. So they set it up to where even the community cannot email them anymore, which is kind of a joke and a giant slap in the face. Meanwhile, they are promoting a new HD release of Toy Soldiers. And that's kind of fucked up because of this game's current saying. They say everything relies on Ubisoft. Ubisoft owns the entire IP for Toy Soldiers War Chest. So, and I'm surprised not many people are looking into this, but it's got brought up back to me today. I was watching another YouTuber, and they mentioned the same thing was happening to Crew. And Lord and behold, it was owned by Ubisoft. Anything owned by Ubisoft, they are just throwing in the ditches. That's why I love physical copies. But even people who said they recently bought physical copies of Toy Soldiers War Chest, which again is right here, you still can't play the game, even with a physical copy, because it's got to connect to Ubisoft servers to verify the integrity of the game, and the server for that no longer exists, so it cannot verify that this is a legit copy and the actual game you're going to play, because it links up through the Ubisoft store. And I hate game integration like this with Ubisoft, where everything has to go through the Ubisoft store. I am going to try out some older games I got on console and see if they still run. I don't know if they will or not. Ghost Recon Future Soldiers is one of them. I truly do love that game to death. And hopefully I can still play it, because I also paid for the premium version, which had all the DLCs. And of course, I know the online servers probably don't exist anymore, but it would still piss me off if I couldn't even play the game that I have a physical copy for. And this is the scary part of modern gaming, especially with the digital storefront. Because the fact that they did not release this whatsoever. We got somebody talking about here, where there I commented, the game doesn't even launch, 2015 time and date doesn't work. So there used to be a patch where if you set your console back or your PC back to 2015, it would actually still run offline. That doesn't work anymore. And this game has been nothing but buggy. Like, this is my biggest thing why I stopped playing it for so long until they finally patched it. So some people are able to access DLC with no issues, but it looks like me are locked out despite purchasing them. Below here's a solution that should help. Let's see. Now sadly you have to access the dev menu. Oh yeah, you had to do a bunch of bullshit just to even play the DLC you bought. So that really pissed me off. Let's see. Yeah, it was a shame. And Ubisoft basically released the game broken and buggy and did nothing about it. And Ubisoft has faced no legal repercussions for doing this. What they do is they scam gamers. They release a AAA game at full price, buggy as hell, they reap in the profits, and then tell everybody to go fuck off while they go work on another game with that money they made from this game. It is sad, it is disgusting. Again, they're doing it with the Crew now. I never played the Crew, but it's apparently getting ready to be delisted on Steam. Let's see if we can bring that up here. Let's go to the store. Let's see. Let's look up Crew. Okay, so I think that's the newest one. Yep. So it looks like it may have already been delisted. Let's see. The Crew. Okay, we got the Crew 2 in 2018. Yeah, so the original Crew is no longer on there. So that is, yeah, so it's already been delisted. And at this point, you gotta ask yourself, what can we, the gamers, do? Because we pay top dollar. Like, look at this. The Crew 2 came out in 2018. They're still wanting $50 for that. So if you buy that, and then they say, well, we got the newest Crew here, which hasn't released yet. We're going to get rid of the Crew 2 completely. So I just bought this today, and let's say tomorrow they decide to delist it, get rid of the game completely. You can't play it, and they want you to focus on buying the Crew Motorfest. That is something they would probably do, and I could see that in the future with them getting rid of the original Crew too, or original Crew. And we gotta ask ourselves, what can we as gamers do to stop this from happening? We need to talk to our congressmen and congresswomen about putting in laws that will prevent game companies from doing this. If you purchase the game, especially a physical copy like the Toy Soldiers War Chest, and you can't even play the game anymore, but retailers are still selling it, who is reliable for that? Because they are selling a broken game, or a game that cannot play, period. What can we do? We need laws in place to prevent this kind of thing, that if a game's immediately delisted, servers are dead, you can no longer even play the game. Retailers need to be responsible and completely pull the game off where you can't even purchase it. Same with Amazon. Because people are going to try to probably buy a disc version of it, like I was thinking about, so that way I can actually play it, because the Steam version wouldn't work. But apparently the console version doesn't work either anymore. So this is just, like I said, the sad current state of gaming. And nobody's really looking out for us. But I hope you all enjoyed the video. I wanted to bring some light onto this, because this really pissed me off, because Toy Soldiers War Chest was awesome. As you see here, we got Cobra Commander, we had G.I. Joe, Assassin's Creed. I mean, I mostly got it because of G.I. Joe. I love G.I. Joe. And when I couldn't play the DLCs, it pissed me off. Finally, when the patch came out, I was able to play it. And then now I can't even play the game anymore, and it is a total shame. But we really do need to look out some way to protect us. Especially from Steam, which has allowed a lot of games, scammy games, to come out that are poorly made, abandoned, but still being sold at full price. Something needs to be done. Whether it be the Federal Trade Commission or just the government in general. Something needs to be done. And I hope you all have a happy Easter. Live, love, and game on.